All right, so we're back on Wade's World, and today's video is one of the most embarrassing things I think I've seen on the internet. Listen, everybody's relationship is different, and most are personal and private to them, but in this era of social media influencers, comedians, celebrities, everything is out in the public space. And also this area of political debate, discourse between men, women, their sexualities, their preferences, and their discretions. Everything feels public, and when that's the case, you better always tell the truth about what your situation is if you're going to speak on it publicly. Otherwise, it may come back to bite you in the ass, and that is exactly what's happened in today's video as a podcaster named Akaash Singh, who is a part of Flagrant, which is Andrew Schultz's podcast. Andrew, comedian, Akaash, comedian. He is, I wouldn't say under fire, but kind of being laughed at a little bit because his relationship with his now wife was said to be one thing. Turns out it isn't. And this was exposed by the Fresh and Fit guys, Myron Gaines, and well, really just Myron Gaines. And if you guys don't know Fresh and Fit, they are a podcast where they essentially do the pro-masculinity movement, right? They talk about how men are the dominant ones, how women are only really good for cooking and cleaning, and that even if they're educated, sometimes that's not a good thing. They really do the full-on masculine kind of audience, and for the most part, their takes are controversial, but they also have some good ideas about being loyal, and if you're in a relationship, making sure you're committed to the right person and that they're committed to you. And somehow they've ended up on the right side of this conversation, and it's fucking hilarious, so we got to look into it. Akaash Singh being exposed by Fresh and Fit for his wife maybe not being as pure as Akaash is saying, and him maybe being taken advantage, and him definitely being taken advantage of. What do I mean? The breakdown, let's go.
I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. It's just, those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots.
Like, Akaash is the extreme. Like, Akaash only dates brown.
Oh, okay.
Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an Indian woman.
So this is like loyal through and through.
Okay.
The way I look at it is, you watch.
Bro, look at the way Myra's like looking at him like, okay. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being with one person in your life. I'm not going to sit here and be like, sex education guy Wade, but there's nothing wrong with that. As long as there's a communication between you and your partner as to what your pasts were and what you're okay with in deciding on a partner, and there's past sexual history. There's nothing wrong with that. Just know that if someone tells you one thing and it ends up being another, you've been taken for a ride and not the one you can add to your body count.
You see them evolutionary charts from Neanderthal to Homo sapien?
Yeah.
Y'all are the first motherfucker out of Neanderthal. But grow with your audience. Mature with your audience.
Okay, so also, it should be said that this is a podcast where I guess Flagrant and Fresh and Fit had a bit of a beef, and they brought them onto the show to address it. And Akaash specifically having beef with the way that Myron and Fresh talk about women or talk about, their preferences in women or whatever. And this is Akaash accosting them.
One person in the relationship, whoever cares less, has the leverage, and we want the guy to always care less. We want the man to always have the leverage.
Childish as fuck.
And you guys might not like hearing that.
Childish.
But we truly feel.
I'm not. These aren't new beliefs, bro. You're not telling me some shit none of us have ever heard. We all heard this.
I mean, I'm married. Akaash is married.
So the idea that whoever cares less in the relationship has the leverage, I mean, it is a little bit childish to think that two people can't care, even if it's not equal, that they can't care, and somehow that's a leverage play. Like, I don't go into relationships thinking, oh, if I care less, that means I win. That means I'm the person more set up for success here. No, I go into relationships wanting to care. I go into relationships wanting to provide, wanting to love and have feelings and have experiences and care about the other person, because what else is a relationship at that point? This isn't like a business deal where I'm like, hey, we are going to get married. I'm going to have a baby. I will provide this. You will provide that. Sign on the dotted line here. That's not how I approach. That's not how I approach relationships. Clearly, Fresh and Fit do look at it that way. And maybe if they're doing the whole, how to be a player 101, that kind of stuff will work. But as you get into being an adult, there does need to be some love and care and stability and compromise and all the things that come with being responsible for someone else and them being responsible for you. It's pretty simple. I don't look at it as being alpha to be like, yeah, my woman cares about me more than I care about her. What the fuck's up? Like, that isn't alpha to me. But again, I'm not trying to be whatever alpha is. I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to be me and get married at some point, have kids, have a family, have a house, have the whole thing. The American dream is what I want. I could care less about banging 40 broads or trying to go out and tell my wife how to cook and clean, or trying to go out and be like, yeah, my wife's the cooker and cleaner, but I'm the man of the house. I'm not doing all that shit.
Mark is married, right? Yeah. Like, it's possible. Now, granted, we might call you in 10 years and be like, y'all were fucking right. You know what I'm saying? But,
all right, so 3 years ago, Fresh and Fit went on Flagrant, and Schultz and the whole crew, especially Akaash, called them out for some of their controversial takes and how they run their show, which obviously started a beef that reignites every now and then. And it just did recently because Myron discovered Akaash's wife is trying to be an influencer and has her own podcast, which Myron's been having a field day with because she's the...
Myron said, imagine posting this thinking you, quote, put anyone in their place when your wife is fantasizing about having sex with another man, admits you're an ATM, tells you to shut up, and calls you stupid on the internet publicly. Clearly, your white knighting did nothing but lead to embarrassment. Holy the L. I think he meant to say hold the L. Your new name is Akaash ATM.
Exact kind of girl they warn guys about, and she constantly humiliates Akaash on social media. Like, people just keep finding worse and worse clips, and it's painful to watch. I mean, this girl, she's up there with Jada Pinkett Smith, which she'd probably take as a compliment. That's how wild she is. So I just wanted to warn people before I get into this. The cringe is almost unbearable. Like, every guy watching this is going to die inside a little. So Akaash's wife, I think she's...
Oh, no. Okay, so here, before we keep going, there is a difference between being in a loving relationship and being used in a relationship. And if that's what Fresh and Fit are trying to warn guys against, I understand that. That I 1,000% agree, because this is a world where men and women can be taken advantage of for a lot of different reasons, obvious reasons that in today's day and age are right in front of the camera, right? Guys that have a lot of money, potentially, that aren't the greatest looking or may not be the stereotypical guys that either have a lot of money, have a lot of power, have a lot of both, that aren't the stereotypical guy that most women find aesthetically attractive, can absolutely be taken advantage of for said power, for said money, for said influence. And that is something to be warned by, because that's not what you're looking for in a loving relationship. It's definitely not something that makes for one. And I guess as we're about to find out, while Akaash was accosting on his show, he wasn't taking the advice given to him and using it in his own life. This apparently is going to get bad.
10 years younger than him, and she's trying to be an influencer, so she doesn't make any money.
She's 10 years younger than him?
Akash's wife, I think she's 10 years younger than him, and she's trying to be an...
Oh, bro, Akaash, what are we doing? Another thing, I am fully against dating people that much younger than you. Now, again, my girlfriend is younger than me. I'm 33 and unk, but she's not 23. She's not 22. She's not 25. Now, again, in the context of adulthood, there's nothing wrong with dating younger, but there definitely are different eras of living. And if you are not synced in with the place in your life where you're at 30-something years old and the place they're at early 20-something years old, it's never going to work. Because think about what you wanted to do in your 20s. You wanted to go out, have fun with your friends, explore single life, potentially get into relationships that you didn't necessarily want to commit to, but it was fun at the time. And you wanted to social climb. You wanted to make money. You wanted to test out all your different ideas as to what you wanted out of life. By the time you're in your 30s, usually you start to figure those things out and you want to settle down more and have a family and have kids. And when you're 10 years apart, those two things don't go together, especially when you hear the wife wants to be an influencer. No, dude.
Influencer, so she doesn't make any money, but she spends his money like crazy.
Oh my God, look at all the money being spent. No, dude. I don't have any problem with spoiling the person that you're with, but there does have to be an understanding, especially when the relationship's very one-sided in the financial side of things. There has to be an understanding of like, hey, this isn't an understanding of like what's yours is yours, what's ours is yours, and what's mine is yours. That's not how this is going to work. Like, it should never be that way, especially if you're the 22-year-old not making any money, trying to be an influencer, spending his money on Chanel and Louis Vuitton. And I mean, look at this stuff, man. Oh no, Akaash. You can't preach to the alpha male guys. I mean, this even says, wannabe alpha male exposes simp comedian. You can't be that guy that's preaching to them about relationship values and then getting just absolutely robbed, dude. This is robbery.
Her videos are like shopping vlogs and vacations. And when she was asked if they split finances, she said, his money's our money and my money is my money, which Akaash sounds really stressed out about. Like, she had him on their podcast and
his money is my money and my money is my money and our money is my money. Like, dude, you end it. End it. End it. End it. This is not going to go well for Akaash. Number one, I'm not going to act like I know the ins and outs of their relationship, but at the moment's notice when something goes wrong here, who is going to benefit more from breaking this thing off if it were to happen? It's going to be the person that I assume is going to get 50% of Akaash's money, because I assume he didn't sign a prenup based on what we're seeing so far. And again, I'm not saying she doesn't love the guy. Maybe she does, and maybe they are in love. But this feels like she loves his lifestyle and wants to be a part of it and wants to social climb. And when she doesn't have as much success as she thinks she can doing this, there's going to be another way. It's not going to end well, dude.
he started flipping out about how she basically won't do anything except spend his money.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
When I say I'm tired.
Okay. Again, that's crazy. If you don't do anything in a relationship, you do not deserve to be in one. Point blank, period. Relationships are not just, I get what I want all the time, and you work your ass off to give me gifts and trips and money, and I just take. That is a leech to host relationship. That is not symbiotic. That is not, we get something together, you get something out of this, I get something out of this. That's not what's happening here. Akaash is dude, this guy is being sucked dry, and not in a good way, dog. This is leech behavior. Get the fuck out of this.
Tired? She can't just let me be tired. I travel, I work, and I'm very blessed to do what I do. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the f did you do that made you tired? Now it's a problem. Now it's a fight. So I gotta sit there.
I went to Pilates.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday, I worked the entire, morning to night, whatever. I get a workout in because I'm trying to be less fat. And then she's like, babe, can you take out Happy? I'm so tired. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I take you to Mew Mew and you buy whatever you want. That's the bare.
Excuse me. No, I didn't buy whatever I wanted. He limited me. I am on a budget, okay?
Because you want a house that I don't care about. A house.
In the Hamptons? Is this the Hamptons or the other one? The Hamptons.
And this girl's so out of control.
Oh my God. Like, listen at him. I mean, again, I'm not the guy to like stereotype women as like gold diggers or money chasers or things like that's to each their own, right? That's not every woman. I shouldn't blanket say that's not every woman, and I shouldn't blanket every term by saying that. But this sect of women, this like, you know, want to be influencer, money hungry, like no grasp of reality women that just eat money, that just burn money like they had lighter fluid in a match. They're toxic as fuck. And this girl and her friend, it seems like, are right there in that sect together. They are just, oh, is that the house in the Hamptons or the other one? And dude, I feel bad. I feel so fucking bad for Akaash because he can't see it, or maybe he's just now starting to see it. But this girl doesn't do anything. He knows it. She's sitting at home. She goes to Pilates. There's no dinner made. There's no house cleaning. There's no taking the dog out for a walk so it can piss and shit. What value is she bringing to that relationship besides I look pretty and I will have sex with you? Maybe. That's not enough, fellas. Maybe for these guys that just have money like coming in like crazy and they can just throw money at whatever, but that is not enough. It's not going to satisfy you. It's not going to make for a good mother. These things are not qualities you want in a partner. And again, I'm not trying to make this like a bash women thing because that's not it. The right woman is the stable of a relationship. Is the rock. She's the thing that holds everything together. the mother of your children. Without her, the whole thing doesn't go. Any good man that's ever lived had a great woman behind him. Facts. I'm just saying, she's not that lady. And Akaash, I think, is starting to realize it, but damn.
She is hardcore feminist, feeling bad for Akaash. Like,
I'm so sorry for the man. I'm almost never sorry for the man. I'm so sorry for the man. I'm almost never sorry for a man. He's right. Akaash, is that you? Oh, no. Girl, don't make me side with a man. Girl, don't make me agree with him, please.
in one of her most popular TikToks, she's yelling at him because she doesn't have enough room in her closet for all of her clothes and handbags. And the top comments are like, I'm sorry for that man, and I'm almost never sorry for a man. And girl, please don't make me side with a man. Girl, don't make me agree with him, please.
Do you know what my fucking husband just tried to do to me?
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We also just redid our closet.
This is all her closet now. She took the whole closet.
I don't have space for. Can you show?
Yeah.
I don't have space.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing
How
that.
much space exists?
I'm not doing that. We were supposed to build a wardrobe, but Akaash didn't want to do it because he's too
because
cheap.
I took the smaller closet.
Do you know how much fucking space he has? Look, utilize the shelves, you idiot. Akaash, for real, I like my clothes spread out. Then, no, but like, no. I don't want them all in the same rack.
So it's really bad.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's worse than I thought, dude. That's worse than I thought. She's complaining because she doesn't want her clothes to touch. Look at the floor. Look at how disgusting this floor is, dude. Look at how disgusting all the stuff on this floor. There's like dresses and like pillows and just hangers and bags and just nasty shit all over the boxes, all over the floor. So not only is she not, look at this shit just laying everywhere. Oh my God, dude. So not only is she not having enough space for the clothes that she has apparently, but she's buying more clothes, throwing stuff on the floor. She doesn't clean that, let alone doesn't clean. She doesn't pick up after herself. Dude, this girl's a fucking nightmare. Again, no amount of like sexual attraction is worth that. I'm sorry, it's not. That is insane. That's like 15-year-old level of self-responsibility that this girl doesn't have. Just shit thrown everywhere, complaining like she feels like she's talking to a sugar daddy more than she's talking to a partner. She feels like she's talking to her actual father more than she's talking to a partner. Like, Dad, please. So whiny and complainy. Oh my Lord. How this guy got himself entrapped in this. And again, he is trapped, by the way. And again, I'm assuming a little bit here, but I have to think that there's probably zero prenup involved. Meaning if this thing ever did go sour and Jesus Christ, it looks like milk that's aged 3 weeks past its due date, she's going to take half his money, at least. Oh no, dude. I'm not trying to be superficial just talking about money, but that's clearly all this relationship is based on.
Her own money and jumpstart her career. I mean, she has this dude completely wrapped around her finger, and because also she's the only girl he's ever been with. And
I forgot. That's like the biggest reason he's staying with her is like he bagged himself a quote unquote baddie, right? To him, this is it. This is the only girl he's ever been with. He was in his 30s when they got married. And I'm not someone that's going to downplay the idea of being celibate or saving oneself till they're married. That's awesome, especially if it's for religious reasons, right? But it better be the right person. Because if you save yourself and you have that experience with someone that either has more experience or isn't as involved in a loving relationship and is looking for ulterior motives, or flat out lied about them being someone that didn't have any experience, and you have this relationship formed on essentially a lie like we're about to see here, you're trapped. You are trapped, and the only way out of it is to admit that you waited for someone that didn't feel the same way about you and is going to take your money.
And looks-wise is out of his league, which comes with a price, literally. So she knows she has all the leverage, and she acts like it. I mean, Akaash, he's out there working all day so he can afford her lifestyle, while she sits at home reminiscing about her time in college.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like, Sometimes it like literally hurts my heart. And when the nostalgia is that painful.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this.
And
Do you believe her?
So someone
No way, dude. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I don't think I've ever seen a case this bad of being caught as a simp. This poor guy, and I genuinely feel bad for him. I don't even want to laugh. It's that bad. He legitimately thought his girl was a virgin when they got married. And when they're now married, she's out on TikTok talking about I was popping my pussy for white boy frats and had a roster of guys I was rotating through. Dog. Gosh, please, for your sanity, for your bank account, for your future kids that are going to have, hopefully with the right woman, get the fuck out of this relationship. This girl has lied to you clearly, has schemed on you, has taken your money, and talks to you like dirt. Get the fuck out of this, dude. It's so bad. And fuck this girl, dude. By the way, I mean, don't fuck her. She's clearly been ran through. But this is fucking bullshit. This is bullshit. This is like, honestly, this is extortion, dude. Straight up. This is extortion. She lies about her body count to him. They get married. She starts her influencer career, where apparently she wants to be like the Call Her Daddy girls and just say the most nasty, vile shit. Outside of everything else, why would my wife be talking like that on TikTok? Say what you want about our relationship if I'm okay with it, but why are we talking about things that happened before and how much you miss popping your pussy in college? It's gross. It disrespects him, and it makes her look so shallow and void of any sort of substance that just trying to hop on this like, oh, girl boss attitude. Independent girls out here sleeping around. That's women's empowerment. No, dude, it makes you look nasty. Jeez, this is so bad, bro. I can't even believe this. I didn't know. When I went to cover this video, I didn't know how bad this was, dude. Let this be. This may be the beacon of hope that young men need. Because they get told stories about this all the time. But this one's like legitimately happening in real time. And an example you can point to and say, do not let your hard work put you in this position. Let this be a cautionary tale to young men. And again, it may not help because one thing that young men want more than anything is sex with a hot girl, let's be honest. But please, guys, as tough as this is to watch, please watch this and understand that your value is more than just trying to land a baddie when you have way more to offer than just your physical attraction. This is in.
needs to take her phone away. I mean, that was brutal. I almost feel bad for Akaash, but he's probably just like, hey, at least she's doing something other than spending my money. And obviously he should have known what he was getting himself into, but he was in denial. Like, the most disturbing thing is she's obsessed with her podcast co-host's husband. It's so uncomfortable. Like, she'll talk about how attractive he is all the time, and she'll bring up his dick, and she's begging them to have an orgy with her. And she's also even like, Akaash.
Oh, what? No, it's not even funny anymore, dude. It's not. Like, it wasn't funny to begin with, but it's just sad now. I'm not even joking. Akaash should file for divorce immediately. I can't even imagine being that disrespected by my wife, where all she does is talk about her good old days of being a slut in college and then wanting to, even if you're like joking about this stuff, what kind of, like, you're not a comedian. You don't have any perceivable talents. You started a podcast because you want to be an influencer. No one's even watching this shit. And all you're talking about is how hot your friend's husband is and how you want to fuck him. Get the fuck out of my face with this.
Is great and everything, but I think your husband might be even better.
Akaash is such a fucking king. Like, everyone knows he's the best husband, and I don't often find men that measure up to him. And like, now,
why are you looking? Why are you looking for men to measure up to your husband? Why are you trying to compare? What are you looking for? You have supposed to have found what you were looking for. There is no more comparing. There is no more testing what a man is compared to your man. You finished that game. You made a commitment to that dude. This stupid person continues to show how stupid she is. She doesn't care about being married to the guy. She's using him as a comparison, as a template.
Often find men that measure up to him, and like, Nav completely measures up to him, if not more. Can I just say,
if not more, talking about the girl that's sitting across from her husband, your husband measures up to my husband. If not, he's better than my husband. file for fucking divorce.
Hey, like not in a weird way. He's so good looking.
Oh, thank you. Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husbands?
Rhea,
She tried.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us for it? Okay, maybe.
I just
Even this girl, notice, she at least is playing the game covertly. She's not going out here. And again, you know why? It's because she probably doesn't find Akaash attractive. And if she did, she'd probably say the same thing because these two broads are on the same fucking wavelength. But they're making me become anti-feminist, dude. They're making me become Fresh and Fit fans in real time. I'm about to start saying some get in the kitchen! Get off this stupid ass podcast, go make a sandwich. This is what they're making me do. This girl is sitting up here, not just complimenting her friend's husband, not just saying, you know what, your husband's great. She's actively trying to have an orgy. And this, by the way, the fans have brought it up probably because she's talked about it so much on previous podcasts and done it apparently privately because you hear the friend going, no, she's trying. What a scumbag. What a fucking weird scumbag of a person, dude.
know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if we
Or
did
it's
it.
thick. It's thick.
I'd only been down for an orgy if
Look, she's like trying to move the conversation and she's like going into detail about this dude's dick. She's like, yeah, we may do it. You never know. She's like, yeah, I bet your husband's dick is fucking huge. Oh my God, I want to throw up.
Yeah, so this is just sad to see. I mean, it sounds like Akaash is a good husband. You know, he tries to do everything right. He spends all this money on her.
Facts. All the guy does, again, I feel so bad for Akaash. All he does is work his ass off, go make a shit ton of money, have this nice ass home for this lady, give her a full fucking walk-in closet, buy her clothes to put in it, so much so that she apparently has no more room for the clothes. And what does she do but sit on her nasty fucking stanky ass talking about everybody but her husband and how attractive they are and how much she wishes she could have orgies or go back to college where she was getting ran through or what the fuck?
And she still feels the need to publicly humiliate him and try to hook up with her friend's husband. Like, also, they actually had their husbands on the show. And Akaash's wife, again, makes it very clear that...
Again, this is full-on humiliation ritual type stuff. Not only is she saying it when it's just the girls' podcast, but then they bring both the husbands on and she starts saying it again? Have some goddamn... I feel bad for Akaash, but at the same time, have some damn respect for yourself, bro. Like, I can only feel so bad for you for so long before you just take a fucking stand and be like, I'm not just going to sit here and be... At this point, it's bullying. You're getting walked all over. You're a fucking doormat, dude. Stand up for yourself. I'm not about to sit here and let this girl talk about some other person's husband, joking or not, continuously like he's better than me. Not because he may not have things and whatever, but you got to have some respect, dude. It's embarrassing.
She's really into this guy. Like, she keeps hitting on him right in front of Akaash.
He's getting little
and
broed,
the guy's
like
wife,
he's
too.
hugging
You know,
him
her
and shit.
co-host, I'm sure, is kind of uncomfortable about this. Like, it's just so awkward. She has no respect for Akaash. And he's like, yeah, I think the guy's great, too. But it's kind of annoying how great he is, which he's probably annoyed that his wife clearly wants to be with him. And she doesn't even try to hide it. Like, she brings up the orgy again and his dick, and then said she's really nervous about meeting his dad for some reason. I mean, she just cannot help herself. And Akaash, he just sits there and takes it. You know, I guess he's at the point where he just has to let her do whatever she wants. So this is just such a mess. I can't believe it's real. You know, I feel like somebody needs to step in and just be like, all right, this is too far. You guys can't be doing this podcast anymore. This is too much embarrassment. And of course, she's giving Myron from Fresh and Fit all the ammo in the world to go after Akaash.
Can I say this is the best husband I've ever seen? And I'm not even saying that hyperbolically.
Oh, God.
It's a little annoying. And then, like,
Why
he's
don't you
just
guys
getting in
jerk
better
each
shape.
other off already?
We
Go
might have.
ahead.
Oh, what are y'all doing this whole time? Drake is your Taylor Swift.
100%.
I said, why don't y'all do it this one time? It's funny, but it's like sad, very sad.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire?
Oh, Nav just puts his dick out on the table.
There's a difference being a scammer
Bro, I hate this girl. I'm sorry. I have to say it. I fucking hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer
I'm
who
not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
wait.
The guy's like, I'm a hustler, not a scammer, but I scam a little. I don't even know what the fuck this Nav guy is. He seems like a fucking weirdo too. And the girl's like, yeah, boss alpha energy. I'm trying to fuck you. And her husband just sits there looking at the ground, actually looking at his dick to see how big it is. Get the fuck out of here, man. Gosh, fucking figure it out, dude. Figure it the fuck out, because you are the laughing stock of the internet because of this person. She continues to berate you, tell you to shut up, disrespect you on podcasts. Not only does she disrespect you on this podcast that's going out to the world, she's doing it in front of you, bro. She's doing it in front of you. No amount of sex, no amount of experience between the sheets is enough for you to get flat out disrespected right in your fucking face. I was upset and felt bad for him to start this video. Now I'm just angry because this is just like, this would never fly if a man was doing this to a woman and just talking shit in her face. The entire internet would explode. And I'm not even trying to do the if it was reversed, but damn, dude. Fuck, figure it out.
He used to sell like iPhones, buy iPhones and sell them.
Have you seen his Instagram thumbnail? You know, I've shown that to multiple dudes.
He has saved under his favorite.
Look at my wife's podcast partner's husband. It's crazy. Ain't that crazy?
All right, bro. Maybe y'all do deserve each other. Maybe you got like a humiliation kink. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he looks for dudes to go out and show his wife. Maybe exactly what he wants out of life is like, hey, my wife's going to find this guy and other people far more attractive than me, so I'm just going to lean into it and like show her more attractive guys than myself so she can talk about him, and that's what gets him going. I don't know, but he even sounds weird.
I've shown it to multiple guys.
I've also shown it to multiple people. I'm meeting Nav's dad tomorrow, and I will say I'm fucking nervous because he has not to be weird, but he has big dick energy, and he's obviously
based off stories.
Yeah, he's a don. Let's face it.
But thank you guys for being on the main character pod. We love you. We hate you.
I guess
we respect
we
you.
love you, but I actually love you and want to fuck all of you.
The fact that look at him. Look at this, dude. Even he knows that that's embarrassing. And look at her. She's not even looking at her husband. She's looking over at this guy. She had to like stop herself from being like, I want to fuck you. I want to fuck all of you. Oh my God. For God's sakes, Akaash, grow a set because you're getting clowned on the internet. You're the comedian. You're the hard worker. You're the guy that built your own empire, and you're letting it crumble because this girl's talking to you however fucking way she wants, talking about you and openly disrespecting you.
Yeah, so hopefully Akaash can get out of this mess. I don't think that he really wants Akaash's wife's career to blow up, so then she has all the leverage in the relationship, which would probably mean she'll leave him. I mean, she already has all the leverage, but if her career blew up, then that's probably going to happen. So maybe Schultz thinks that's the best outcome because Akaash is never going to leave her, but let me know what you guys think. And I just covered Kill Tony.
Schultz said he wants the girl's career to blow up so she'll leave him because Akaash is never going to leave. That's how you know that you have been swindled. You've been taken and that you're under a psychotic spell of sorts, or you're just, let's just be honest, pussy whipped is when you're doing shit like that. Straight up, that was one of the worst things I've ever seen happen in video form. One of the most embarrassing displays of being absolutely taken advantage of from Akaash Singh. I mean, it's clear he needs serious help in waking up to the reality that his wife doesn't love him, that she doesn't want him, and that she clearly only wants his money and his connections and his social status and his career. You know why? Because he chose someone based on their looks and based on a lie and not their shared values and not their shared commonalities and not whatever actual relationship could be built off of those things and not just a physical attraction. I would say he's done it to him. I would say again that I feel bad for him, but he's done it to himself. Akaash, you got to figure this out. Otherwise, you get what you deserve, I guess. I don't know. No one deserves that, but you guys let me know what you think. That's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. Could it get worse? Probably, but I guess we'll find out.